You had your testosterone measured and your doctor says you're in the normal range, but you still don't feel right. So a new study tried to take a look at what is normal testosterone and not for men of different ages. This investigation involved almost 1,500 men between the ages of 20 and 44 years of age, and they wanted to see if the 300 nanograms per deciliter cutoff point for what's low testosterone was valid for men of different ages. And this is a valid question because, as they point out in this paper, the number of 300 nanograms per deciliter was not based on guys in their 20s and 30s, but rather based on measurements of men over the age of 45. Number two, they also point out that, no surprise to anyone, testosterone levels decline as we get older. And lastly, but equally important, is there doesn't appear to be any firm agreement on what is defined as low testosterone. For example, here's the cutoff points of what's defined as low testosterone for various organizations. As you can see, the International Society of Aging Male defines low testosterone as a level less than 350 nanograms per deciliter, although the European Agency for Urology classifies low T as being below 345. We are in the United States using the American Urological Association cutoff of less than 300 nanograms per deciliter, but it's interesting to point out that the American Association of Clinical Endocrinologists classifies low T as an amount lower than 200 nanograms per deciliter. The authors of this paper point to these new proposed guideline cutoff points. For example, if you're 20 to 24 years of age, you would not be classified as low T unless you're less than 409 nanograms per deciliter. If you're 30 to 34 years of age, less than 359 nanograms per deciliter would be cutoff point for you. And again, if you're 40 to 44 years of age, less than 350 nanograms is the cutoff for you. So what this means is if you're a 25-year-old guy and you score 350 on a testosterone measurement, you would still be considered normal, even though according to these standards, you would technically be low normal if you're less than 413 nanograms per deciliter. Bottom line here, we are a species of complicated creatures, and a one-size-fits-all number like 300 nanograms per deciliter, I don't think is appropriate for gauging who is normal and low on the testosterone scale. So I think looking at the larger picture and definitely taking into consideration age, body fat, and exercise level, and other factors as well, is a better way to go in measuring what's normal and not so normal in the testosterone department.